Hello everybody, Raging Donuts on, and welcome back to another video. This is episode 9 of Survival Aquatic, and some interesting things have been happening. In the last episode I mentioned that I would in fact begin the construction of the iron farm, which those of you who've seen my previous live stream, you guys will already have seen what is coming along with that. But those of you who haven't, I will just be showing you guys what has happened. Now it's important that you guys know this iron farm, it is not complete in any way. I have been spending the last 2 weeks or so trying to get it to work properly, but something has been preventing it from working. Still not 100% sure why. Yeah, basically all I know is that the iron farm does not work the way that it's supposed to do, even though I have rebuilt it 5 times now. But I will continue working on that. But I wanted you guys to have a new episode of Survival Aquatic. So even though I did promise to build it in this episode, you guys will have to wait to see the completion of it for another episode, because I don't want you guys have to wait for too long to wait for another episode. So right here you guys might notice this is in fact the spawn area. Been here several times before. It is a bit destroyed, I believe. A creeper got it. So again, I did show off the iron farm here in my latest stream, but if we just head up to the top, there should be a bed here where we can sleep real quick, just so we don't get too bothered by the monsters. So basically I've just been keeping all my shulker boxes and chests on this little platform here. So yeah, this is the monstrosity that is the Iron Titan. Absolutely amazing. Built it 5 times or so. Still is not working at full speed for some reason. I have no idea why. I suspect it is a 64 village iron farm. I suspect that all the villagers have merged into only one village, meaning it's no faster than the one I have in my base, which is inconvenient. And why it would do that, I have to admit, I do not know. I have no idea. And it's kind of annoying because I've built it so many times. But yeah, it's pretty huge and fascinating. This red area, basically I just marked out the spawn chunks. The spawn chunks is the area in the server that is always loaded, which means this farm too is always loaded. Iron golems will always be spawning within this area here, even when nobody is online, so that's great. This up here is my small villager breeder I used to get the 46 villagers required to build the iron farm. So yeah, 46 villagers were required. Have all this them. I have what? That didn't make any sense. I have all of them there, and they are far enough away not to interfere with the iron farm in any way. But the iron farm, even though it is not working the way I'd like it to work, technically still is working like an iron farm, because it works at about the same rate as the one I built in my base. But since it's in the spawn chunks, that means it's always running even when no one's online. So it's been running for about a week. And this is the amount of iron I got from it. So that is an okay quantity of iron. But if it worked the way I wanted it to work, it should be able to produce about that in a single day. So I've got a bunch of other materials here, and that is because I'm greedy and I want diamonds. Diamonds are nice, you know. So since I have this plenty amount of iron, I thought to go ahead and I may as well build the iron shop in the shopping center, so that I can start selling iron and hopefully people will buy some of it and all that. So I just started out here to kind of show you guys what's been going on here, but I'll meet you guys in the shopping area. Okay guys, we are now at the shopping area. I don't know if there's anything new here that you guys haven't seen since last time. I know that there is a salt sand shop here, and rather interesting looking block store. I believe this is William's creation, though there are no blocks in the block store. Wood shop, purple thingy shop that also sells obsidian. This is a sleeping area that does not have a bed. So yeah, some interesting things that we have here. I don't think there have been any sales. No. So, okay, this remains sale-less. and Jeremy's horse shop. So, oh yes, and if you watched the latest live stream, me and Jeremy began the construction of the town hall, which I will also be finishing, maybe this episode, maybe next episode, I'm not quite sure. But we went out and gathered a whole bunch of wood, so there's spruce logs and some extra materials here. Oh, there's the bed from the sleeping area. So I want to build the iron farm right about here, and I've actually gotten pretty much all the materials I need. I will need some iron for the iron farm, which is inconvenient, but I mean, it's just a good way to show off like how much iron I have. So yeah, basically I'm just gonna build it right here. So I'll start with the face of it and then show you guys what it looks like. Alrighty guys, that is the iron shop, the iron golem iron block shop, whatever you want to call it, completely done. If you just come around the side, it's got kind of like an angular look, kind of slope-ish thingy, and it pretty much used up the last of my quartz here, so I have pretty much no quartz left, just a few quartz blocks here and there. I still have 56 blocks of iron left, because I might need that for myself. So there's kind of the red carpet that fits with the whole poppy theme, and you kind of come in here, you see 16 blocks for 1 diamond. So yeah, I am selling them 16 blocks for 1 diamond. I might lower the price a bit once the iron farm is complete and running even faster. There's an ender chest in here because I hate walking into a shop and not being able to use an ender chest. Because that's usually where I keep all my diamonds, at least. An anvil here, I use that for naming the items, but I'll keep it here in case somebody feels like using an anvil. So yeah, this is a neat little shop that I made. I hope people feel the need to buy some iron from me, because I definitely like having some diamonds, and my things are almost broken, my axe and my shovel, so I'm gonna need to get those things repaired. So guys, continuing on the thing I said before about people not placing ender chests in their shop, my thought was to build an ender chest shop where you could buy ender chests for your shops. So I've gone ahead and thought of a design, and basically what I'm going to do is just build this Eye of Ender kind of thing here, and then inside I'll have a chest. I crafted 14 ender chests, that's what I could do, with the available blaze rods that I had at hand. Once a blaze farm, somebody builds a blaze farm, or I build a blaze farm, gets set up and running, I can craft some more ender chests. So I'll be selling these for 2 diamonds each. So I'll go ahead and build this shop, and I'll show you guys what I've done. Alrighty, that is the ender chest shop completed. I haven't quite been able to fill this path out completely because there's dirt in the way here, so I have to wait for that to grow to grass before I can turn that. But yeah, there's this Eye of Ender here. I just made it out of some quartz and some concrete powder, and of course I have a ton of different prismarine blocks from the Guardian farm, so may as well use that for something. Come in here, I like using the naming trick for the items. So 1 ender chest for 2 diamonds. Just put them in a little pattern here. I like when it's in a pattern, so people can buy some ender chests here. I will stock that shop up as soon as I can. Well guys, with those 2 shops done and dusted and out of the way, there's actually another project I want to do, and this isn't a big project, but something I've been meaning to do for quite a while. And even more, I have even more encouragement to do it now, seeing as my creeper. Seeing as, yeah, speaking of creeper, my super smelt, or not super smelter, my not extremely super smelter was blown up recently by a creeper. Some of the stuff is still there, but it's pretty useless now. I won't bother rebuilding it back because I actually want to build a even more super smelter, and it's going to be built right here. So it's going to be a 16 furnace smelter, and I will be able to expand it later on if I ever feel the need for some more smelting power. So yeah, I'm going to build it up against this wall. Now it is 29 blocks wide, but this wall is only 21 blocks. So I will have to just slightly expand this area, but luckily there is plenty of space for that. So I'm going to tear down this wall going from there to there and just push it back a bit. And there we go, guys. That is the super smelter finally complete. This thing is pretty nice. I've already tested it out in a creative world, and this thing works really well, but I have not yet tested it here. So you place the items that you want to smelt. I've got a stack of sand here, and I believe you put the fuel in this chest, which goes in here. So I've already got these 60 blocks of coal, which is pretty much all the fuel that I own. This is the collection system, so all the items should come in here. It works with 16 furnaces all going on at once. So let's just go ahead and turn this thing on so you can see both mine carts slide across, and all the sand and coal is distributed evenly across all the furnaces. And then this thing should hopefully be moving. Maybe I just need to kick it into action. I don't know. I'm just gonna see if I can push this. Come on now, minecart. Come on, come on. And there we go. Off it goes. So that should now be collecting all of that, hopefully. Yep. And then it puts the glass in here. Oh wow, this thing's fast. Already half a stack smelted up. So yeah, this is a pretty nice smelter, useful for smelting large quantities of stuff. I don't want it to waste that coal block, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab an extra 3 stacks of sand. Just smelt that up because I will probably need glass at some point. So you know, may as well get some extra sand. So turn this off real quick. That stops those. I can put in my sand and then turn it back on. There we go. So yeah, this thing is pretty nice to have. Right, this isn't moving. Okay, so if I turn that on, I think, I'm not quite sure. Okay, so now it unloads all the items. And once it's done with that, it should start going by itself, hopefully. And there we go. Okay, right, so this lever was apparently just supposed to be off. I don't know why it was on. I may as well just put it away. So yeah, that is the smelter done. It was fairly easy to build. A bit heavy on the iron, but that isn't really a problem, seeing as I have a couple stacks of iron blocks. So yeah, this thing is nice. I can always build another one, probably along this wall, if I want to have some faster smelting. So it turns out this lever was in fact recommended to have, not because it's necessary, but because right now the minecart is just going back and forth with no purpose. So by turning this on, I'm basically turning the machine off. So yeah, this is completed now, which is lovely, but I actually want to do something else, and that is the town hall, because I began the construction of it quite a while back now in my last live stream. And it is yet to be done, and I hate having uncompleted projects just lying around. So I'm going to grab all the resources that I was using in the process, and I'll bring it over to the community area and finish that thing up. So I'm just going to go ahead and say I'm probably one of the unluckiest people I know, especially at this moment. I haven't had the best of luck. You see, the town hall is finished, yes. You guys were supposed to see a lovely time lapse now that I spent 3 hours on building the town hall and all that great stuff. It was a beautiful time lapse, honestly. But you'll never guess what happened. If you guessed that it got corrupted, then you are correct. So yeah, trust me, I spent a very long time trying to recover the file in different ways, but well, there's just no way to get it back. And yeah, it's quite sad. it is quite sad because it was a really lovely time lapse. But when I some of you may have seen like the video already, but I privated it as soon as it was uploaded because I realized the time lapse, it was like frozen and stuff. So if you already saw this video before I privated it, then this should be new, what you're seeing now. So yeah, I'm really sorry about that, guys. It was a pretty neat time lapse. I'm very sad that it was gone. But with that out of the way, yes, the town hall, or the exterior at least, is in fact finished. So we turn around. There it is, right in the background back there. That is the town hall. As I said, yeah, I spent a long time on this thing. It was really fun to build. I absolutely loved building this. One of my most favorite projects that I've ever done in survival, at least. Yeah, it took a long time. I probably spent 3 or 6 hours on it. All I'm missing is just some more glowstone to finish up the lamps. You can see where I have the cobblestone, but I ran out of glowstone. I might grab these. But other than that, the entire exterior is finished. Let's just have a look on the inside. So this is the entrance here. So it's oh, hello creeper. So it's going to be like a town hall where we can have like meetings, and a project board where we can like plan projects and stuff that we're gonna do. So that is definitely something that's cool to have, and there's a lot of space in here for me to build 2 floors and have a bunch of detail, as well as like a cellar area. I lit this up already. I need to light up the top part. So yeah, this thing, why are you mad at me? So this thing is pretty neat. Yeah, again, one of my favorite projects I've ever done. If we fly up from the top, I even like made the roof uneven and added some vines just to give it some of that detail. So personally, I think this thing looks amazing. I'm really proud of this build. I even added like a custom tree here. So yeah, that is the town hall. And I'm not going to be doing any more projects for the day, so the video might be a bit short, but that is because I did think that the time lapse would be there, because that was a pretty lengthy time lapse. But yeah, this is a bit of a short video then, sadly. But we did get some good things completed, like the town hall. I've been meaning to do this for a while. It was just kind of sitting there. In the next episode, episode 10, yes, I actually want to go down to the Guardian farm and go ahead and add in a sorting system. And there's also going to be a surprise, something I won't tell you guys quite yet that I'm going to be doing there. So yeah, this is the town hall completed. That is great. Amazing. Good to have that finished. The shopping area is looking good as ever. Oh, one thing I did forget, that I believe somebody bought out all my iron here. Yep, 2 diamonds here. Ooh, diamonds here, and diamonds here. So I'm pretty sure that was Jeremy. He bought some diamonds. So I'm gonna have to go back to the iron farm and stock this back up. And there we go, it's all stocked up with all the iron I have, which means that I pretty much have no iron left. Oh, and that's actually a bad thing, because I'll be needing a lot of iron for the next episode, and I can give you a hint, and that is hoppers. Yes, tons of hoppers. So I might need to grab some of the iron from my own iron shop, but yeah, that's restocked now, so people can come buy some more iron from me, and I can get more rich.